I thought our staff did a very good job, which they have, in recent memory of, finding the young person that fits the Tech mold. That student before athlete, plays out, and everybody says that, but it really plays out at Michigan Tech. If a young person is not going to be a student, then they're not going to get a chance to be a student athlete. And our staff did, I thought, a great job of identifying those people that, that would come to Tech and have success in the classroom, and then were also very good football players. We always put emphasis on trying to, improve your whole football team. So we always take a look at our football team and say, what areas, do we need help? Try to take a look at our roster, our depth chart, not for just next year, but for the 2-3 years down the road, and project where we're going to need some help in another year or two. This year we put a lot of emphasis on our offensive line. We signed 7 young people as offensive linemen. Then we also signed 4 defensive linemen. So I would guess you'd have to say that our 2 lines were special areas of emphasis. We also signed 5 wide receivers that we think will have a chance to play, relatively quickly. So those 3 positions were probably the spots that we put most emphasis on. And we took 1 quarterback. We did not take a running back this year. Big reason was we've got 4 young people already on our roster that have already played for us and scored touchdowns, and have multiple years of eligibility left. So it wasn't an area that we, quote, had to have a running back this year. So, I guess your offensive, defensive line, and our wide receivers are probably the 3 areas that we, probably had the most incoming young people that'll try to help us next fall. I don't like to highlight anyone because at this time, with 29 young people, you don't know who's going to be a great player or who's not. My first year here, we had a preferred walk-on from Newaygo that wasn't even a scholarship young man, and just 2 weeks ago he was selected by Pro Football Focus as the best offensive line run blocker in the whole NFL. So to say that there were some people that you want to highlight, I don't like to do that. We did have a couple young people, in Ozzie Corp from Ishpeming that had a unique distinction. He played in 20 state tournament games, which means you can only play 5 to get to the state championship. So he played in a state championship game all 4 years of his high school career and won 3 state championships. Jordan Jansen from Kearly, Wisconsin, was a member of their 3-time state championship football team and received the Al Toon Award, which is significant of the outstanding receiver in the state of Wisconsin. So those 2 young people had a lot, some very, very high honors. But all of our young people we brought in were all leagues, all states, all whatever. So I think there's some very good credentials from every one of the young people that we recruited. We did have some ties, to Michigan Tech, which always helps. A local kid, Lucas Klein, Dad Ken Klein, coached with us for a number of years here and has stayed, quite close with the program. And Lucas is going to play with us as a defensive lineman. We had 2 brothers, both Tim Schultz and Lucas Marion. Tim's from Maple Northwest High School and Lucas is from Lake City High School in Michigan. Both those young people have brothers that are playing and starting for us here at the university. The 2 Rubicki twins, Joe and Ben from Freeland, Michigan. Both of them, they're both parents, mom and dad, both lettered in different sports here at Michigan Tech. Well, we will incorporate this group with our present team. You always hope that you don't have to play any of these young people, but we always go into a season and a recruiting period and tell the young people if they're good enough to help us win a football game, they'll play. We'd like to think that our 2016 football team is ready to compete. We've got an awful lot of starters back. Our offensive team, I think, returns 9 of our 11. Defensively, I think we've got 6 or 7 of those people back. So we will incorporate them in, get them stuff where they can follow us through the spring, and then of course get their summer workouts and get a chance to come in with our group.